Last time on this old outboard.
Alright baby, it's this old outboard, the 1987 Johnson 40 horse. And I'm going to get on this baby, tear it apart, get the carbs clean. I wanted to start this thing before I even touched it. I had a good feeling it was going to start, but time is running short. I need to get this puppy on the boat. So it's time. Get this puppy in the water, up and running. No more screwing around. Screw the coronavirus. But I will say this about that. I personally got very lucky through the whole thing, which it's still going on. But Orlando is opening back up, and I got lucky as hell that I got as much work that I did through the whole shutdown and everything, and man, it could have been a lot worse. Alright, I need tools. You know, I wanted to fire this thing up so bad, but it just moved in here, and it's gonna be loud, man, gonna be loud. And I don't want to kill my new neighbor. She's a nice lady, but you know how it goes. Oh, see, man, that looks pretty good. Gasket looks good. Looks pretty good. A little greasy up there, but it's usable. Wow, look at this. All the screws are in here. This is cool. Aluminum. The cover's plastic. That's aluminum. Now I'm gonna call that pretty damn clean. Alright, I'm gonna start right here. Cut these babies off because they're stiff as a board. Good God. I think I've had these wire cutters since I was about 15. And they ain't sharp no more. Come on. Cob number 1. Now, like I said before, I got a funny feeling they took this thing off the boat and supposedly fixed something, but as you saw in previous videos, they didn't fix anything. But I'm sure this thing was running, because you're not going to spend that much time on a damn outboard if it didn't run. So let's crack number 1. So yeah, that fish I made, the last batch of blackened, here we go. Boom, I told you this thing was running. Look at that. It's friggin' clean as a whistle, baby. Ooh, floats off, hanging too low. Needle looks good. Put it in my special mix. I've just bought I bought 2 of them. 2 things of the STP Total Fuel System Cleaner. But I still have my mix that I saved. Look at that, it's clean in there. Alright, carb number 2, linkage. That's why I know it's number 2. And voila. Ooh, look good. And the float looks level on this one. See, now on the other one the float was hanging down like that. This one it looks level. But we gonna fix all that when we put it back together. Different needle. The other one was black, this one's red. Different gasket. Not used to working in this much shade, I can't see anything. There they are. 3 little holes. Is it 2 or 3 in there? I think it's just 2 on this one. Right in the top there. So take your carb, bowl side up, open the butterfly, spray a little stuff in there. And you spray it, you can see it puddling. You make a little puddle right in there, and it should, see it dripping out the front? It should drain out fairly quick. This one's taking its time. That's your slow speed. Now, to get it to drain out fairly quick, you might have to pull that air bleed out. Alright, so this is my magic potion from the last time I soaked the carb. And it has barely evaporated. And the reason why is because when I mix everything up, I put a little 2-stroke oil in the mix to keep it from evaporating, like I said in the video when I did it. Anyway, darlings, let's get these puppies in there. Get them soaking a little bit. Now the most important thing on these, in my opinion, is that slow speed idle passages. Other parts, I'm not worried about them soaking except for the bowls. With the high speed. And with the bowls, you can see right through it and see what it looks like in there and see if the passages are clean. Anyway, here's the stuff I get. SDP, high mileage, complete fuel system cleaner. And if you've seen any of those vids, man, them babies come out sweet. And I'm going to pour a little bit in here and rejuvenate my mix. Then, what I was doing was taking some brake parts cleaner, adding that to the mix. Then, what I was doing was throwing a little carb cleaner in the mix. Now, I probably didn't need to, probably didn't need to do all of this if I just went straight with the STP. But that's the way I did it. I'm just going to redo what I did the first time. And where's my oil? Little 2-stroker. And this, like I said, keeps it from evaporating. And if I remember correctly, now this is ethanol-free gas. Pour a little bit in there. There you go. That's the special recipe. And then I'll let these soak for a day or 2 or whatever, and come out, turn them upside down, let them soak the other way. Now, if you ever saw those videos I did, wait till you see how nice that brass comes out. It's like brand new. So all we want to do is get that high speed underwater. And that's submerged for that high speed. Number 1 bowl. Keep it on the same. Now I usually will soak these gaskets and stuff, but I'm just going to spray them off when it comes time. Keep that on the same side, number 1. Boom. Just made it on the bowls. Alright, so here you see these spark plugs. And you see the black rings around the white porcelain. That's called a corona stain. Corona stain. Corona stain. Oh my God, coronas everywhere. And it's not hurting anything. It's very harmless. What's happening is gas and oil particles under the hood are attracted to the plug through static electricity, and it just builds up on there, and when you try to wipe it off, now see, that's pretty light, but you still see the stain at the base. This one down here is darker. So being a two-stroke and oily, gassy kind of a motor, which reminds me, let me check the hood. This may be a problem and it may not be a problem. I've done this bunches of times, talk about the hood. But you see how black the foam is. And that's one of the first things you want to do when you buy an old outboard. Look on the inside around the sides and see if there's a round circular spray of oil. That normally means the top crankshaft seal is leaking. So you can see how black this thing is in here. And if it was out in the sun, you'd really be able to see better. But it's black, baby. And it's the kind of black that you don't want to go back. Anyway, so this could be an indication, that could be an indication that I've got a bad seal. Got me a good spark plug socket. The old one I had was cracked, and man, I think I had that since I was 15 too. Now, wow, that looks pretty good. A little oily. Look at the corrosion on the plug. Wow, now did that happen from just sitting there? But a typical two-stroke, little greasy, little oily, little richy. But overall, you know, not bad. Not burned up, black, sooty, nasty, just a little greasy. All right, so at this point, carbs cleaning, plugs acceptable. Not going to use them, of course. Get some new ones. Already did compression tests today. I bought this thing, $150 on both cylinders. Did a quick spark test out there. Let's do it again. Alright, there's a good 1/4 inch right there. Well, I couldn't see a damn thing. Couldn't see a damn thing. Now, I know the first time I did it, I could see it. Alright, so I tried it on a different ground here, and still nothing. Put the gap a little closer, still nothing. So, let me try the bottom cylinder, see what happens there. Yeah, my battery's getting low, but I seen that the bottom's good. Alright, swap this plug wire, see if I get a spark on the top coil. A little swap-a-rooney here. Alright, let me try that wire. This way we'll eliminate this wire if that's all it is. Alright, before I totally eliminated this coil, I tightened down my ground wires. Flipped it around again, and I still couldn't see anything. But it sounded like I could hear it, but I couldn't see it like I did when it was a little slower with the other battery on the bottom coil. So if you remember this guy, my old tester, what had happened the last time I tried it when I was using it on that 70 horse, and it was showing like 0 to weak spark, and I'm like, and then it just died. I'm like, what the hell happened to my tester? Well, it turned out to be the wire was bad. So here I'm running it straight through these plug wires, and boom, top is firing. Give you a quick look. Spark on both. Let's try it one more time on the bottom. I'm good on my spark. cranked down on my grounds. Went around, cranked down on everything. Changed that wire out. Now on that other one, this thing here, a little bit flimsy. And maybe I just wasn't getting a good pinch on it. And it was bouncing all over the place. I couldn't see anything. Screen looks good. Man. Pizza wheel looks good. It's a little, it should work. All right. Come on, gasket. Well, I'm not going to force that gasket off. Looks pretty clean. It's a little sucked in there. Anyway, I've got another one that I'm pretty sure will fit.
Oh yeah, baby, thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of This Old Outboard. Follow the real life saga, one outboard at a time, baby. Oh yeah, baby, tons more stuff coming your way. You never know what's gonna happen next. It's This Old Outboard, baby. You know the channel. Don't forget to subscribe.